Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rogue Sergeant here, bringing you gameplay from Warhammer 40k Space Marine on the PS3. I don't do too bad on this. It's a decent gameplay. I just entered a pub and just decided to go at her. Well, I wouldn't say pub, but it's just like a public match, and it just kind of, it migrates hosts. It's peer-to-peer stuff, kind of like the older Call of Duty 4 type thing, or not Call of Duty 4, sorry, but I think, which one was? I think it was Modern Warfare 2 that used the peer-to-peer hosting. Yeah, it was one of those anyways. But anyways, so we're on the Shattered Bridge, I believe the map's called. I'm on the Space Marine side. I couldn't find anybody for the first little while actually in this map, and I was kind of get a bit ticked off and irritated because I just wanted to use my heavy bolter, and I couldn't really find anyone to really stick it to. I did find people to kill. It seemed like there's a lot of people that went Assault class on this, or Raptor class if you're Chaos. Probably because it's just a lot of open space. I'm not sure if it's this one. When I do switch, I fly off the bridge. I don't know why. I guess I missed the ground. I wasn't really too sure. Just me being an idiot, I guess. One of the things I wanted to discuss about this game and the PS3, as much as I love it, there's been quite a bit of cheaters on Space Marine, which is, I don't know. Look at it whatever way you want to, but I don't know. I think it's really stupid. I mean, the game doesn't even have that many people playing it, even on the PS3, and I don't believe that people should be cheating on it. But I guess everyone has the, whatever floats their boat. That's the best way to really put it, because there's no other way to put it. I mean, like, you got people on here that use like friggin' health hacks, for Christ's sakes, and they travel in groups, so it makes it look legitimate. But the thing is, when you find out about it, like for instance how I found out about a certain group of individuals who I'm not going to name, but they use PSN and they're on here, but they're not in this game, but they were in a group together, and one of them I got away from the group, and I literally hit him with like almost 40 rounds from my heavy bolter, and threw a grenade at him, two actually at it. And he didn't even die. He didn't even get one effect done, or like nothing was done to him. He was just primed, and he ran down the thing and just continued killing people. The other time, it was just all this random crap was going on, and I had Final Justice on. Final Justice is when you're an assault trooper. The pack blows up when you die. It's like Martyrdom from Call of Duty 4. The thing with that is that it's an instant kill if you're in the middle of it. Even with I think it's called Iron Halo, which I have on right now. You can see it over my backpack. Anyway, sorry, I had to take a drink of water there. That being said, he blew up in the middle of it. I also threw 2 grenades at him, and I did 4 swipes with the power axe, plus, like I said, 2 grenades and Final Justice. He was standing right in the middle of it because he was a Devastator and he was locked in. And there's no way he would have survived that. He didn't even have Iron Halo. I was actually really shocked. It was one of those what the fuck moments, you know what I'm saying? That's just me, though. I'm sure everyone has their own views, and I'm sure that, everybody else, has their own interpretation of cheating, or what cheating actually is, like stat padding and everything else like that. Stat padding and stuff like that for Battlefield, I can see why they don't like people doing it, but at the same time, I can understand why people do it. Battlefield has like a ridiculous amount of requirements to even like rank up. I remember playing it on the computer, and I was stuck at, what, like a sergeant rank for like almost eternity. That's what it felt like anyways. And I did do some stat padding, I have to admit that, on Battlefield 2 with my friends, but other than that, I guess I have cheated in the past, so I can't really be too much of a hypocrite. But you know what, at the same time, on consoles, I don't really think there's any room for cheating. I mean, Call of Duty is just plagued with them. That's why I don't like really playing Call of Duty. But like I said, whoever floats your boat, right? So this Death Wolf guy, he's apparently a chapter master of the Space Wolves. I'm not sure. Chapters in this, in case you wanted to know, are like clans. People like make them. It's fun to do on the side, like just to kind of get involved with them. But you also, like I said, you have to deal with cheaters though when you're playing online. But then again, the game also lags, so you can't really, because it's peer-to-peer, you can't really blame cheating all the time because it could be a lag issue. So you have to take a pretty conservative / liberal. There you go, right off the top. Yay! Woo! Great job, David. Really took it home for the team there. I'm not even sure if you actually lose a point for that. In Annihilation, which is team deathmatch on here, you only have to get up to 41 kills as a team. and it's not really that hard. I don't know why I just swiped at him. I guess I thought it was a baddie, but or a Chaos Marine as they call it. And yeah, but this game's really enjoyable though otherwise. And I mean, single player is a great game, pretty linear. I mean, a lot of the single player levels are just like narrow corridors or really small rooms with a million orcs coming at you. It just feels, you know, it just feels kind of overwhelming at times. But basically this game is just like in the future, but Vikings and stuff. It's like the Lord of the Rings, but set in the future, if you want to put it that way. It's a really good game. You guys should definitely check it out. PS3, Xbox 360, and the PC. I personally prefer to play it on the PS3, but that's just me. Everybody has their own thing though, like we've discussed about the whole time here. And see, that's Final Justice right there, and it's gonna blow up. Boom, right there. Anyways, you can also copy people's loadouts. I guess that's not really new. It's more like something from Call of Duty. Anyways, guys, this pretty much wraps up the whole video as it's coming to an end here. The end of the game's coming up. I think we're at 40. Yeah, there we go. So the game's over. Video's over. You know, that's how it is. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. And I appreciate it if you could give it a like. Thanks, guys.